Hey everybody, Plasios here, doing another episode of Star Wars: The Old Republic PvP. I'm playing on my assassin again. Really digging this class so far, and I want to put this video up just because, well, it would kind of take my wife off a little bit. She is the only one that is not stealth in here, so she's kind of our meat shield. Unfortunately, she's also our healer, so it's kind of a tough go, but it was pretty interesting and entertaining. And she's over there dancing, rip roaring, ready to go. Good luck, meat shield. Now, I started out with, I kind of made a little bit of a blunder earlier here. So used to pubs just kind of waiting for us to come over to them, so I decided to take it to them a little bit early, but they were already on it, I guess, ready to roll. And so I decided to come back, and in that process, I think it kind of delayed a little bit of the damage that we could have done. And I started out on the healer, should have stuck on the healer, but threw a little stun, then moved on. And of course, the wife's down already. And I think that was a little bit my fault because I just wasn't there to help her out some damage to keep her up a little bit more. That's okay. In this first round, we actually lose, and it looked like it was going to be a complete loss. And I dropped down there. Pardon me. And we just sort of start dropping one by one. And consequently lose this round. I don't usually do the 4v4 videos. I'm not a big fan of 4v4. Sometimes it's fun, but for the most part, I don't know. I really don't like it. It seems to be heavily one-sided. But this is one of those rare instances where, the winner of the first round, a spoiler alert by the way, doesn't win overall because we end up winning this overall. End up taking the next two rounds. But usually, whoever wins the first round generally wins, from what I've seen. This is a fairly balanced one, though. Mine is a stealth, of course. Um, got 3 DPS and 1 heal on each team, which is pretty decent. And this time I just sort of sit here and wait, especially when I see them already coming up over here. And get ready for this guy who leaps right into it. Nice little knockback. Start taking him down pretty quick. Don't kill him though, unfortunately. He does get away and he starts getting himself some heals, get back up again. And I know all the damage is going to be on my wife here, so I start trying to be there and throw a little AoE down and stuff. But she still dies pretty quickly on that second round. So just trying to throw some damage down, keep it moving. I don't really know why I wasn't focused on the healer myself, but we did end up taking the healer down. One of the other guys did. And got another one down. Now it's 2 versus 2. Throw a little bit of a stun on this guy over here, this light hut. Just to pause him for a moment. And jump up in here and start capping on this guy. Stun didn't last very long on light hut. This guy, I do a hit. I thought that killed him, but it didn't. He managed to survive, and then he goes into stealth. Why he goes into stealth, I really don't know. That's kind of foolish to go to stealth at that low. Just take a hit and die. But I end up dying there too. But Emmy here ends up pulling the win for us. And the stealther pops up again. Still minimal health. Does a stun. He breaks it. And quickly vanquishes the enemy. So round 2 we won. Now we're moving on to round 3. And on this round I decide I'm going to go into tank stance here so I can give a guard on the wife a little bit, see if we can't get her surviving a little bit better. It seems like it helps just a little bit, but not a whole lot. It's a toss between her survivability versus my damage, and I mean it kept her up a little bit longer. And of course I got to stay near her to keep that guard up. again, true to form, this guy jumps right up into her. Start throwing some damage down. She stays up a little bit longer this time around. I start throwing some taunts down here. The area taunt there to mitigate some damage a little bit, which I think helps a bit. And they took down their healer already. And it's looking like who's going to die first? Who's going to die first? We're both pretty even, and we both die about the same time. Looks like I had just like a little bit ahead of her, but that was pretty funny. And of course, it was going to be a loss anyway. She dies, I die. If I die, she dies because of my shield. But we end up winning in the end overall. And I believe we end up throwing our votes over to Emmy. Because Emmy survived the longest on every round, had the most damage, and just did a pretty good round altogether. Kind of gets out of sight there, but pulls the win in the end. And that's all there is to it. Again, not a big fan of the 4v4, but figured I'd throw that up there anyway, just to kind of mess with the wife a little bit too. She's playing me chilled. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Feel free to comment below. Always looking for comments for gameplay tips and tips on even putting up the videos here for you guys, what you're all looking for and all that sort of thing. But until next time, I bid you adieu. Peace.